Hello and welcome. Just checking on my recording. I'm recorded. Yes, we're good to go. Fantastic. So, yeah, let's get cracking. We've got an awful lot of work to do. Now then, let's take the 70 tonner down to the bottom because it's the bigger field. Any animal work we're going to have to do today, we're going to have to use the older, it's true, I've not thought about that. Or do we buy ourselves another, ×1 now. Yeah, we are back working. Yeah, it is true. Also the grass. To check that as well. I think I'm almost sure that I said that the grass was ready at the same time. That is quite possible. So we should set the, did we go? Yeah, I think we do go down here. I was forgetting I could get this way. That definitely looks good. Right, so I think we're with the Bomber 133. I would say we are. That's what that looks like. Harvest to me. So we'll stick this at the top, really. If we get this good, we'll reverse round to that side. Just concentrating. Could easily go wrong or go into the crop or anything on this, so just want to make sure I'm right. It's a bit hard to see with all the trees. It's more of a sort of a educated guess than a. Nah, that seems to be. That's better. I can see where I'm going now. Right, let's pull down the side of the headland. I want to be a little bit close. It is funny, it's supposed to be first headland, but I've always done on the edge of the field and always got away with it. And you can sometimes be quite a long way away from the actual fields, and of course we can do now then I've got to make sure that this has got a in fact, yeah, we're human, we can run through the fields, it's not going to hurt. I think I set this course going. I think I did. Almost sure that's right. Nitrogen bad. Nitrogen bad? Well, it's a little late now. Now we looked at this. No, I did. Right, it is right. And let's just check before we start that we are on self-unload, because I'm not sure that I did any of that. No, I didn't think I had. Right, now we're good to go. So we want first. No, we don't want any of that. Fantastic. Right, now we've got the top of the map. Now then, actually that is a point. Who are you? You are, we have got the John Deere. You'll do to get, in fact, yeah. Say usually needs an awful lot. Well, that didn't take it all for a change. That's nice. Right, let's get this out of the way because it is in the way really, and it might well get in the way of what we're going to do today, coming backwards and forwards. So grab the John Deere. It is. Trying to think, we need the Brandner, that's the second biggest. I thought better to take the actual trailers up now than it is to I'm thinking, so we have got the money to do it now. Do we go for another 70 tonner or do we go for a lorry back? I still think a 70 tonner is more useful. Brandner is past that. I think we can get past. Just start the engine as we're passive. just forget it's turning circle. It's not. Yeah, it's amazing. That just goes to show your brain is wired for what you've just been in. The McCormick and the Fent both could make that, but that was just well out for this. Yeah, you got to like faff around because they could just take that, and this can't. Right, this is going to be tight actually. So I'm trying to overcompensate by pulling too far to the left now. I still think I'm not going to make this. Yeah, that's scraping. That I don't call that making it. Yeah, I don't. That's not a win. That's a loss. Yeah, you don't gain that point. Right, so then we have just got the little 18.5 tonner left. So I suppose we could persevere with that, with the Rudolph. I think it's Rudolph. I thought it was, yeah, it is a Rudolph. Sorry. Whoa. Yeah, we have an absolutely astronomical amount of work to do for the animals. No, thank goodness it's August. That is definitely second growth stage and not third. So that is, yeah, at least we've got a slight reprieve, although we don't need to do this on the same day. That would have been a bit of a blow. Yeah, this field is the field we bought that was dodgy, where I literally did plant grass and it just does not take. It no longer works. So that is a worry. I can't remember if we've ever seen it that it has grown, or whether we haven't seen that it, yeah, it says it's got oats in it, but it hasn't. There's not a slight, so it's just like the soil's dead. Right, now then, did I set this go? I think so, but when we get in, it should have the course, and you should be able to see it on the mini-map. Yes, it has. And this one is the original, so should actually, yeah, automatically self will load anyway, so I should leave this. Don't leave it too close to the corners because that often foxes things. Right, so we need to grab the Valtra now as the next biggest tractor, which we saw just down the road. We did. In fact, we don't really need to map jump, do we? Surely it's just a stone throw away. And we can take the plants back as well. Oh my life, they filled quickly. Let's try and be patient because I know what I'm like. I want to dart off and check. I mean, it could well be that it's got itself in a tangle as well. They don't always, but also patience is definitely needed. It does sometimes take them a couple of minutes to turn around, depending on where they were on the field and all that type of stuff. So it definitely does. I've got to get more patient with that, really. Yeah, there are quite a few dead fields, at least 6 or 7. So I'm presuming they've all got this fault, but they're not working right now. No patience. A couple of minutes. Got to give it a couple of minutes. If it's not done then, I suppose we can look on the map. It's usually obvious if it's snarled against a tree or something like that. But, or if it's moving, if you can see it's moving, you know it's actually making its way. I think it's got stuck behind the tractor. It's sort of done it but not quite managed it. Yeah. Now, that looks to me like it started where it was and did nearest, which has reached it all the way around to here, because that looks like the start point is straight ahead, where we can see that it's finished. So that's odd. It shouldn't have done it that way. Right, of course it is. Yeah, what am I thinking? I'm seeing the arrow going up. That's what's thrown me out. What? You was right on the headland. How could that possibly be the nearest point for you? Even I know that's wrong. Oh. Seriously. Oh, dear me. Well, we can rejoin where you should be in a minute. Yes, I should stick it on the headland and do nearest. That's ridiculous. Fantastic, right, now it's to go back to the Valtra. That's the other one, let's see if that can self-unload or whether we're going to have to... Well, these things do happen. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's the most important thing. If we have to keep darting back and then we do the animals, then that's what we'll do. We don't need the big one for this. This can easily cope with little. Though, yeah, it's a bit heavy. It's a bit wobbly as well. Still my fault. I'm not making... excuses. It wasn't all me, definitely. Let's drop it down gently for a change. And let's drop that weight back where it should be. And then we're going to go grab the Rudolph, which is around here, which I'm not sure we can get out. This is going to take some doing, isn't it? Right, okay. Well, the manure's not a problem. That can be left. So really, this is, yeah. Do we need, yeah, let's top this up. I'm trying to think, what do we need this for? Actually, our straw is what we, yeah, it does straw and that type of stuff, the embedding for the animal. So we'll do that. It's just going to take a blink of an eye for it to fill. So small. I'm going to need to do at least 3 of these, at least. Start your engine, and you're the mucky, not the clean. Yeah, you're the close those, just drag things around, especially pallets, which is what it was designed for. But it definitely, we saw this both yesterday, although obviously the session's missing, that it even drags pallets with these shut, and it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to do it if they're open, so that was a feature that it is supposed to happen, but it's not supposed to do it. And now that is not doing anything. It's on 99% for an awful long time, so we will pop up to the top. It's the bottom again. You are rubbish. It is a big field though. Careful. Not impressed. You win some, you lose some. It is the bigger the field. This is why on a bigger field like this, I normally have at least a couple of. But it is. This is a big one. It's just tough, really. How are we doing at the top? Now that has just passed that, but that doesn't mean to say it's going to remember. Yield's good on this, that is a certainty. Just going to check that I have not switched auto. No, I haven't disabled straw swath because it's on enable. Terrified like it's let's get these done as we're going. I'm hoping this is going to be successful, and I am really racking my brains to see what we do on this, because I am right. It's odd for 100 cow to be doing so well. It is almost does feel very much like that with all the sort of changes to the map, that something either that or as I said, it could equally be I'm not laying at Cavalier Roy's door. I'm not doing it because I don't know. There's way too much that it could be. Mods that are doing strange things, that they shouldn't be doing strange things, but they are. I mean, there's too many question marks by the mods that we've got in close proximity. Even though I've never had this anywhere else, I'm not going to try to point this at anybody else other than it could be anything. Right, let's go and have a look at the other one, because that is. Yeah, how this has been going so far this morning, I think we'll. Now you should really be able to sense that. It's on the wrong side though, so they've got to turn around the other way. Not that it's a problem for something with wheels, but that's what happens. It is. Yeah, they are really. So I'm on the wrong headland on both fields. Only because it had got to come back though, truly, so you're not on the wrong headland really. And it is true that it can turn around, so I don't know. I think it looks like we're going to have to babysit them. While I knew I'd got a few seconds, I was just setting another video going. Right, nearest. Right, let's go to the bottom. Seems silly, but 70% not to empty this as we're right next to this. Huh? What? I didn't stop you at all. Not guilty as charged. Or did I? Did I press? I may have done actually. Then maybe me. Right, that's going. Should be going well. Where did I leave you? We were doing the lorry, weren't we? Oh, porthole shut. Let's look where we're going. Now then, let's see if there's any room at the inn. I think we're going to need to switch from this to slurry only, because we know that that was getting full. So we might have to switch to the one where it loses a little bit because there is no manure coming across, because something's not quite right with that. So I think we're going to need to switch the slurry one off. We'll switch that one off for a little bit so it isn't going down that. We'll see if that actually... Yeah, you see it's still going down and it shouldn't be now. So there's something definitely wrong with that at the minute. Right, let's go and grab some more. Milk. Let's go and do one of those as well. Those are the two massive jobs that we've got to do. Is that not? I've got it. Got 104 tons. Why? Oh, portholes. Little thing like that. Yeah, that's the trouble with you having to shut and stop and start. Like milk. Now that is a mistake. Yeah, that's not going to work. The angle's completely wrong. To go around, it's just not. There's too much length to go that way. Ooh. See, It's not supposed to drag anymore. It's shut, and it did lift them. You could see them drop down. That's apparently what's supposed to happen. But it's not supposed to happen is it drag when those portholes are shut. So I think I might be getting rid of this again. This will probably be the last Let's Play that I have the Tanker Junior and Senior on, because I can't. Yeah, it's too. It is bad. Totally, it makes things look magic, which is why I switched the. Yeah, you're going for realism. You don't want to be dragging pallets around magically like that. It's ridiculous. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't think we're going to get self-unload either. It looks like we're going to be dying around like mad things all of the time. Right, who is ready? No, you managed actually. Brilliant. See, patience. This time they were actually doing it. And that looks like a good approach to me. Fantastic. Excellent job. Brilliant. That's much better. No. Yeah, it's such a shame because it is, I've got to be honest, it's the best in the game, even better than the H2 Studios for its unload rates. Very good at it, so it almost makes up for the fact it's, now there we already know that's already full, so we need to be going past that. It is definitely, I think I knew this before, it wasn't that it was ever bad. It's smaller, but then again that's often an advantage. The profile is a little bit smaller than the H2 Studios, which is at most times a big advantage. Right, that's going to be in the way, so let's do that. 20 odd tons. Yeah, we'll do this side of it. I just want to stick some bedding in at the minute. Yes, I am hoping we can fix these issues, truthfully. Ooh. Okay, that's nearly tall. It might be tall enough if we're just a little bit closer. I've forgotten. That's why we never use this, and we always use the 70-tonner, but needs must. I'll try and squeeze a little bit closer to the right, maybe just about get away with the height slightly higher. We were close, that wasn't terrible. Well, did look like a booking Bronco, admittedly, but right, now then, let's not get this. We can if we don't go so far forwards. Oh, not bad. That was a little bit too not far forwards. That is, I mean, H2 Studios is good, but that is super. But unfortunately, it's not worth dragging every pallet or loose item around the farmyard. It really isn't, which is such a shame, really, because it is so fantastic. have we got left? This should be pretty much the last, yeah. The last of them. Straw. No, actually milk is more important. Yeah, we'll have to nudge it a little because there's no way we're going backwards. Yeah, we're going to offload straight into the dairy, although this should be, we saw it got 200 odd tonnes in that it hadn't pushed, and I think that's because the dairy's full all of the time. But I think it's when it looks, it's already got a maximum, because it did shift about 10 tonnes out of it, so I really think it's down to that. Now, how much have we got in the dairy? Should easily be able to cope with this. Oh wow, no, obviously had put some in as well. So, oh wow. It's only 25 tonnes, so the Great Big Crow must have stuck some in. It's got to have done. So then, get in there now. Get in there. Now then, let's try and pull as far to the right as possible. Now also remember the one at the top, it's not as full. Yeah, there's not so much storage in that. It's only 33 tonnes, so it's not going to take too long before that's ready for me to empty. So we've got to keep our eye on that. Also, oh no, that is unloading. Can we get away with this time? Nearly. That was, yeah. I'll give you that one. In a tight spot, that was just okay. So we'll grab another one of those, and that's 60 odd tonne. Let's just see if that's still going down, because I don't know why it should be going down now. Production shed switched off. Yeah, it is. Something's wrong. That's sort of taking it somewhere that it shouldn't be taking it now. We've switched off everything that was calling for it, and it's still going down. Slurry, very little hay, 40 silage, so this, yeah, 70 tonnes of straw this side, and straw 108, so actually, yeah, we're more than enough to actually go through the day until we get the 70 tonne, and then I think we'll do, just to be safe, 70 tonnes in each of the silage, straw and hay on this side. Yeah, I think that's, now then, has that been the one at 99% for a long time? Let's go and have a look. I'm not sure, it's hard to tell when you're trying to concentrate on one job more than another. Let's have a look. You're still moving, and I think I was just a bit impatient again. Still plenty of room in the brand. Yeah, you. Oh no, you were doing it. Actually, I apologise. You were just about to reverse. Patience, Mr. Smith. I took a look at a couple of English maps that I sort of like the sound of. As like they played in case this needed to be sort of swapped straight away. Yeah, I looked at an Irish map, Ballyspring. You wanted to say Springs, but it's not. It's Spring, right? I think, yeah, one more perhaps. Wow, we have nearly done it. That is amazing. Straw can wait. That's not a real problem. We've got quite a lot still to harvest after today as well. We'll concentrate more on that, and we're going to have the grass to get as well. So there's going to be a lot of. No, he's got plenty to go at, but I think theirs looks good as well. Let's have a look on 133. Let's look at the hard. Oh yeah, still a lot to go though, whereas that is definitely nearly finished, so that is fantastic. Now then, I think we're nearly done actually, and up this end I think we've pretty much, and we could have been clever and used the mind you, it's still only 34 tonnes, so no, do you know, the brander probably was. So you should be done. Milk. No, you're not there yet. Yeah, but we're not. Yeah, there's no room at the inn. Surely a level 10. Let's have a look. Let's keep our eye on this, because this is getting silly now. It's yeah. Love the way it shifts it round when it does that. Treats it almost like a brand new production and sticks it somewhere else. It just tickle me. Right, so that is astronomical. We could speed time up. Let's take this through. Well, 9 o'clock is a start, but we'll take it till 10, I think. Yeah, almost. No, it was just an hour really. Yeah, it wasn't too. I think we're going to cope with the amount at the top. I think we'll then grab that and come and assist down the bottom. I think we'll take this down to the bottom as an assist now that we've finished this lot down here. So I think we need to be going up the top, ready to grab that little lot. Now then, we'll keep an eye on that in a minute. Fantastic! What a cracking job. Bit of a false start, but yeah, the other's emptying, so that's fantastic. 70 tonne, there should be. Have loads of capacity left at the minute, but we're going to take this little lot back down. We also need to put some fuel in this. Got to do that last year. We're going to take over then, because this is going to go straight and empty this, thinking it's finished. And we have these corner swashers to do. Waste not, want not. Curved around there, so there should be a swash. We did the one over there, so this should be the last one, I think. No, I didn't actually. I didn't do that. I think I did do that one over there. I did, thinking about it and just going back in my head on what I actually did. And I did. There was a corner swash just there. That I want to do, not that. Now we'll lead with this as well and follow with the John Deere, because harvesters following are awful. They really are. Yeah, they lurch all over the place like some sort of demented monster. And then this has got the header trailer, so let's use it. Yeah, it was funny with the Russell Mash. I never really think they'd need it. I mean, you do on the roads, but for travelling around the yard or like your own farm, I just think because they're only 5 metre, they just don't really warrant the header. But on this farm they might do in the alleyways at the farm, so well, yeah, the other one I went to the bottom, didn't I? So not a bad guess, not a bad guess. Now then, can I think though, if we're going to do that, we need to go right on the field. Yes, I did have to chop a little tree limb off that to actually get that gone. It wasn't touching it, but it was, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it shouldn't have needed to be chopped, but it would not have any of it. It was catching on a hidden tree limb, so I had to chop it down. And then of course it disappeared in the floor and I couldn't grab it. Yeah, that was that on camera? Not that of course any of it was on camera, but yeah, I think it was. So wow, 21 tonnes. It's not, yeah, in a massive field, so that's not bad at all. And it is oat, so it's just never stupendous, although it is my favourite crop. Right, let's get this ready. Ah, that's true, we've got the 2 little ones, haven't we, up this end, so they're not that far. In fact, it's sort of going the wrong way, but we'll all go this way through the yard and back. Yeah, we could have gone. Is that still? Is there a hole? No, we put a hedge back to cover the hole. Yeah, to make it a bit more realistic. I remember. And yeah, there is that though. That's not that far. Did we make a hole to join this? I don't think we did. I think we decided that was a bad idea, so we do need to go properly into the farmyard and back out, which I do think that is not perhaps, yeah, although yeah, for one journey once a year, would you rip your hedges? I don't think you would. If you'd got a route, you'd just go the route you'd got. It's an awful lot of work for a tiny little bit of gain, really. This is what I call my generic goodbye for those sessions where I've done a recording and I didn't realise I was going to split it, and this is my... I do hate it when I don't say goodbye to you. It seems very rude when you've invited guests in to come and have a look at your content and you don't say goodbye. So this is what I always add as the spliced goodbye. So yeah, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to continue with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.